The phone lines are open and Forest fans are flooding the phone lines. Phil, the Forest fan, are we being harsh on them, Forest?
Definitely have. And Roy, you're absolutely contradicting yourself. 1 minute you're saying Jesse Lingard's not very good, not world class, and he's going, missing out, going on a super project in West Ham. But I think you're missing quite a few points. One, Steve Cooper knows the England setup inside out, being the under-17s manager. And I think with the project what we're building at Nottingham Forest, I think he's looked at it for this football thing. He's got a fantastic opportunity with the players who we've got, like Brennan Johnson, like Nico Williams, who signed, to say the least. And I don't think he's come for the money. I think he's come for the project. And we've got something, what Steve Cooper has built massively around the club. And he makes players who don't feel wanted, don't feel really loved in sport to become real high-class quality players. And we proved that last season when we beat Leicester, Arsenal. We took Liverpool quite a long way in the cup as well. But I think that it's not about just money, because if it was, he would have gone to West Ham because they offered him a longer deal. And I think the opportunity to come to Nottingham Forest and be in that, well...
If he's come for the project, and look, bear in mind, projects are 2-3 year jobs, aren't they? They're not. Why has he only signed a year contract?
Well,
if he's come for the project, if he really believes in what Steve Cooper's doing, and Forest are going to. I think Forest and Steve Cooper are a fantastic club. Why has he only signed a year?
Well, how do nobody know? One, a couple of things could happen. We could have an option for another year.
No, there is an option. There is an option for another year. But I'm saying, why is he only signed a year?
Because if they go down, he wants to get out.
Why would I want to get out? If that's time, we needed him probably to sign in. He wanted to come probably quicker, and you know how long some contracts take over. And I think it's a good bit of business for Nottingham Forest, and I think with it, a year is protecting our club as well, and also protecting him, and also gives him the opportunity to prove that he is worth an extra contract. Because if he doesn't do it at Nottingham Forest, right, and it all goes pear-shaped, doesn't make the England squad, then his value, no one's going to be paying him whatever value he is. They're going to
you know what my fear is, Phil, for Forest? This is more of a Forest thing than a Lingard thing. Is that, mate? Say he does have a great season. Say he does do what I think he's capable of doing. Say he gets 15 goals and in doing so keeps Forest up. How many suitors are going to want him next season? And do you think he's going to then be loyal to Forest when some of the other bigger boys that are maybe are kind of not quite sure about him have a look at him? Do you think he's going to want to stay at Forest if your top 6 teams start knocking?
Well, I think it's like anybody else. I mean, the biggest thing for me would be more worried about losing like people like Brennan Johnson, who is a class quality young player. And I think for me, kind of thing where Jesse Lingard then will be 30, coming on 31. Will he fit in our, because realistically, Jesse Lingard is probably one of the oldest players what we've actually signed. Well, he is the oldest player we've signed, since we've come up from the Championship. But I think it's like anything else. I think he's going to really help people like Brennan Johnson and some of our younger players to get Premier, they are Premier quality. But I think with the old project, he might find it a real good home. If the fan, coming to the Six Ground is a fantastic atmosphere. We've had, and I do think that Jesse Wolf, for me, it's a football decision, and I do think that, depending how we are going through for the season, because I think we will surprise a lot of people.
I agree with that.
I think that with relegation.
Yeah, I think there will be a surprise there. I'm going to ask you something just off your question there. Then, if Jesse Lingard hits the floor running, he's in double figures before let's say by the start of November. Yeah, does he go to the World Cup?
Not sure. Honestly, not sure.
If Jesse Lingard
has
more than 10 Premier League goals,
remember who he's got to displace. This England team.
I'm just asking you. So we're talking. If Jesse Lingard is into double figures by the start of November, does he go to the World Cup?
Not necessarily. It will depend what everyone else is up to. Not necessarily. I still don't think he does.
It's Grealish, it's Sterling. It's a lot on that left. It's a lot. You think he does, don't you?
I think he does. I think he does.
But realistically, he's not getting that before the start of November, is he?
No.
He's not getting that.
That's what you said.
If he got that, he'd still be at Man United.
November for Nottingham Forest. He's not doing that.
Phil, can I just ask, you managed to rationalise it that West Ham were offering more money than Forest. Talk me through that. Over 3 years, but that's 3 years' work instead of 1 year work.
Yeah, well, 3 years, all right. Yeah, but if it was just about the money, for what West Ham are offering over 3 years is more than what we're offering. And I think it's a smart bit of business from Nottingham Forest because with it, as you know, if the worst came to us, look at Fulham when they went down, they were struggling with the financial, with players on stupid amount of money, and I just think that it's a really good bit of business, and I think 100% it will be football reasons because there's more chance of getting back into the England squad with Nottingham Forest. We play very attractive, very.
Why is he more likely to get in the squad?
More chance than what? More chance than him playing for West Ham?
No, there's more chance of getting in the England squad than I think he would at West Ham.
Why?
Stop it, Phil.
Why?
Come on, West Ham are in Europe. West Ham are in Europe. They've got other England internationals like Jarrod Bowen and Declan Rice with him. Why has he got more chance of getting in the England squad with Forest than West Ham?
Same argument. Is Dean Henderson England international? Will he not go to the World Cup either?
No, probably not. No, I don't think he will.
Start for England.
Why?
Because I think it will be Nick Pope. I think it will be.
Wait, why are you more likely to get in the England team at Forest and West Ham?
Of course he would, because they'll be playing every week. He will.
Why would he not play every week for West Ham?
Because you said, Roy, that he weren't good enough. Like, he weren't good enough for England. You contradict yourself all the time, like he's an bang average Premier League player.
I don't think he's a bang average player. I said he's a decent Premier League player. Is exactly how I labelled him. A decent Premier League player who will have a decent season. But whether the point is, does he have more chance of getting in the England team at West Ham United, playing with fellow England internationals, playing in Europe, or does he have more chance of getting in the England team at Forest? What do you think?
I think at Nottingham Forest, because one he's got other England internationals there. He's got Welsh internationals in the side. We've got quite a lot of internationals at Nottingham Forest, and I think with style of football, what Stevie Cooper plays and how he manages people, right, and players, he will get the best out of Jesse Lingard.
So you're more likely to get in the England team playing at Forest with Dean Henderson than you are playing at West Ham with Declan Rice and playing for West Ham in Europe?
Right, definitely, 100%.
I don't know what to say anymore.
Phil, Phil, deep down, I know it's like to be loyal to your club, but deep down that's just not true. There is no way what you just said is true. Come on. I mean, look, I wish Jesse Lingard good luck next season. I think Forest will do good under Steve Cooper as well, but there's way more chance of him getting an England squad with West Ham. Phil, really appreciate your call. Thank you very much. Keep the calls coming in. Honestly, Forest fans, keep them coming in. 03717 223344. It's always good to have a bit of debate.
It's an interesting one. West Ham offer a 3-year contract. The contract itself's worth more money than the 1 year at Forest. Security-wise, as a footballer, you're thinking, right, I'm earning good money. I'm at a fantastic club. It's 3 years.
Then you have that, but do you see the issue with it though? If you don't want that security, you don't want 3 years. Maybe in a year's time,
that's him having a gamble himself to say, I can deliver. I can produce.
Which is why I think Jesse Lingard opting for this one massive payout at Forest is the end of it as we know it. I think he'll earn this money and he knows what he's going to do next year, and it may involve.
You know who we need to hear from? Jesse Lingard.
Yeah,
we need to hear from Mr. J.
Check his TikTok.
Himself. Can someone at the back get his number and give him a call, please? We need to know, why has Jesse Lingard chosen Forest over West Ham?